Hey guys, I want to talk about synthwave slash retrowave music and why I love it and how I got into it. Um, for those people that don't know, synthwave is has become really popular in the last few years. Um, to the point where the singer The Weeknd, he's even kind of dabbled in it. Like Blinding Lights is one example that's kind of like synthwave. Um, synthwave music is it's made to sound like 80s music. Basically music that was produced in the 80s. It's basically taking 80s music sounds and making new music with it so that we just, basically keep the 80s going forever. Um I first got into synthwave in the 2010s, like early, like it was the movie Drive. If you ever seen the movie Drive with Ryan Gosling, it's an amazing movie. Um, that was the first time I heard synthwave, and that was really, I think that was the first time most of us actually ever heard it publicly, and that was in like 2012 or something, somewhere around there. It wasn't popular at the time, um, but um, as the years went on throughout the 2010s, it became more and more popular. And then you have channels like New Retrowave on YouTube, who New Retrowave is basically like the leader in the synthwave space. They're probably, I think they're the biggest channel when it comes to synthwave, retrowave stuff. Um and the thing about synthwave is there's different subgenres, and um a lot of people say that there's a lot of people that say, well, the 80s didn't really sound like that. And in some cases, the thing with synthwave is it takes sounds from the 80s and kind of it kind of exaggerates or takes the most 80s sounding like parts of it and kind of exaggerates and like expands on it. So when you hear a lot of the synthwave stuff, it's like, oh, this really sounds like 80s, like except like amplified. It's you know that's the best way I can describe it. A lot of the synthwave a lot of the synthwave stuff now does sound exaggerated, but it just works so amazingly. Like I just love the sound of it. I could just keep listening to it. I listen to it every day. Every day on YouTube I'm listening to synthwave. I like the different subgenres. I'm not so much into there's one that's like a futuristic sounding. I forget the name of the subgenre, but there's also Outrun. Outrun's not my favorite either. I tend to like gravitate towards synth pop. I like the more poppy sounding stuff generally, but there's so many great synthwave artists. You just gotta. I advise if you want to get into it, go to New Retrowave on YouTube. Check out their channel. There's everything you could ever imagine when it comes to synthwave. And so that's how I got into it. Um, 2016, 2017 is when I really started loving it, and I think my love for it kind of got a lot more serious around 2017 to where now I'm at the point where I listen to it every day. So it probably is my favorite um what do you call it? My favorite type of music. Other than I really love country too. I'm a big country person. And I like some hip hop stuff too. It really depends. But I really like all types of music, but synthwave is probably these days is one of my favorites for sure. So check it out if you haven't heard of it, guys, and leave a comment. Let me know if you guys listen to synthwave, how you got into it, And please check out our sponsors. Links are in the description. Donations are always appreciated as well. Links are also in the description. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.